All right, guys. So I caught this video of Andrew Yang in New York City that really was fascinating because it is just a prime example of how the left eats their own. Okay, and probably one of the better people on the left that they're trying to eat up, ironically. Right, as Andrew Yang is going to participate in like a Brooklyn bike ride as a vigil for Daunte Wright. Okay, so he's trying to honor his death or whatever and participate in, that activity and ceremony. So watch what happens when he gets to, like, I guess the location where they're all supposed to stop and meet. So they kicked him out. They straight up kicked him out, right? And the full video shows Yang riding across like the Brooklyn Bridge, like actually going on the bike ride, okay? Like traveling a long way to get there, participating in the whole thing. It's not like he was Mayor Pete where he took a vehicle up to a certain point and then got out and got on a bike just to get a photo op. That's not what he did. He actually participated in the whole thing. And when he got to the end, they told his ass to leave, okay? And the reason why they told his ass to leave is because Yang is not woke. It's really that simple, right? If you guys have been paying attention to the New York City mayor race, Andrew Yang is actually leading the race as it is right now. Okay, now it's still pretty early, but he's basically come out on fire. And there's a lot of woke Asians and people in the woke community that really do not like Andrew Yang because when he ran for president, they felt like he had a large alt-right following. Okay, and Yang did appeal to quite a bit of Trump supporters. He really did. Okay, he had bipartisan support, mainly because he didn't throw mud, right? He wasn't one of those politicians that was just attacking people to be attacking people. Now, he did start to go after Trump a little bit later, but that's because he was trying to cozy up with the establishment, and attacking Trump just count as what you have to do to be a part of the Democratic establishment. It is what it is, right? That's how you play politics. But they felt like too much of his support was from the alt-right. So if you're associated with the alt-right, automatically they brand you. They also had a problem with how he always made these stereotypical Asian jokes. Okay, like he tried to say, oh, Asians are good at math, and I have a lot of doctor friends because I'm Asian, and they don't like that, right? They saw that as Yang promoting Asian stereotypes. And it's funny because to me, even though it was awkward in person, I think that one of the problems with woke society is that we can't make fun of ourselves anymore, right? And I think that one way to overcome a stereotype, and everybody wants to talk about racism and stereotypes, one way to overcome a stereotype is really just to embrace it. Just embrace the stereotype and own it, okay? And that's, I guess, what Yang tried to do. And a lot of people just didn't like it. They didn't like it, okay? And they also didn't like when Yang told Asians that they need to be more patriotic. That's what he said in a tweet. He was like, Asians need to show more of their patriotism and that they can contribute and be American citizens. And again, this is one of the talking points that Yang put out there that they don't like, because they don't like people that show love for this country. They just don't. And it's one of those things where I really don't understand. When you claim to be oppressed, when you claim to be a minority, when you claim that society is against you and that the white man is evil, why would you not want to be as patriotic as you can? Right? You should want to be as patriotic as you can. You should want to show people that, listen, no, I love this country just as much as you do. I'm just as American as you are. Okay? There's nothing wrong with patriotism. And in my opinion, I think that minorities and people of color should try to be more patriotic. I think that's one of the ways in which, you can help solve some of these social issues. Okay? Because, let's be real. You know, even for all the flaws that America has, what other country is a so-called minority going to be treated better than they are in America, where they're going to have the same type of opportunity? I'm just saying. And then they also felt like he didn't speak up fast enough about the anti-Asian hate crimes. And in response to these anti-Asian hate crimes, Andrew Yang basically called for more funding for the NYPD. And he got called pro-cop for that. And that's part of the reason why he got kicked out of this vigil. Okay, because they don't like the fact that Andrew Yang called for funding the police instead of defunding the police. He's just not woke enough. Okay, so they also don't like his support of Israel. Okay, they don't like that. There's just so many things that they don't like about Yang. Okay, and this just goes to define that the left will eat their own. In the long term, the far woke left will not win. They can't win. Because these establishment Democrats, the not woke Democrats, the not woke people on the left, they're going to realize that, okay, these people are toxic to sleep in bed with. They really are. They're toxic. And I think that the pretending to be woke Democrat establishment and non-woke liberals who sleep in bed with the super woke progressive / socialist / communists are probably going to end up turning on them. Okay, they probably will, because they're going to go too far. And right now, because they're the loudest about race, and because race is a profitable thing for corporations to talk about, they're in style. Okay, they're in style. Okay, and they're having their moment. But situations like this show me that somebody that should be on their side, somebody that's actually looking out for them, somebody that really understands how minorities should succeed in a country like America. And I would throw Tulsi Gabbard in that as well. I think her and Yang, in my opinion, are pretty similar in terms of how they see racial politics. And I think they really have it figured out for so-called minorities. They got it figured out. But just seeing the left and the woke mob eat their own, some of probably the better of the left, really does show that, in my opinion, the tide will turn. The pendulum will swing the other way, and they will eventually self-destruct. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.